that once I start to stress, like when I was doing the math, I'm just like, oh, and I was getting the answer wrong. The timer was going. It was just like a lot going on. I felt myself getting antsy. That was one thing I realized. I'm like, when I start to stress out, I start eating junk. And then also, I noticed that during the week when I was at work one day, I was having a very hard time with concentrating. And so I actually recorded myself. I turned my camera on and just let it roll. And then I watched it back later, and it was horrible to watch. Like, it literally was like ADHD on steroids. I could not focus on anything. I was all over the place. I didn't know where to start, what task to start. I didn't finish anything. And I was like, oh wow, this is truly like my ADHD playing out. And I've never had a formal diagnosis of that. It's a self-diagnosis because I've been studying it. And I've always wanted to know, why does my mind race? It never settles. And why do I feel like an octopus, like I'm doing so much at one time.
I like that you led with that, though, that you think that you have.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things, as far as that goes, if that's something that you want to pursue,
Mm-hmm.
the potential diagnosis, it requires a great deal of testing.
Okay.
To do. And so think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you information on what that would look like. One of the questions that I tend to ask around ADHD is more of, because ADHD is a childhood diagnosis, so it's something that you would have had when you were a child.
Which I think I did.
And one of the things to look at, a few things normally that people that have ADHD are impacted as a child are behavioral problems in school,
Mm-hmm.
academic problems in school, and social problems.
Mm.
So if you didn't really have any friends.
Oh, yeah, no, that wasn't me.
If you performed really poorly academically,
Mm-hmm.
if you had really significant behavioral issues, sometimes that's a sign that you potentially had ADHD. There's a series of other testing that they do. So that doesn't, if you didn't have any of those things, it doesn't rule it out entirely. But it leans in the direction of you could still have anxiety and not technically have
okay. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah,
and
maybe that's what it is.
Anxiety still can present like a struggle with focus.
Focus.
ADHD is a bit more encompassing than just that.
Okay.
That's what people recognize.
Okay. Okay.
Right? And so it doesn't say that you don't have it, but if you didn't really have any of those things, is a strong sign that you potentially either don't have it or it's so mild that it didn't significantly impact me.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so we diagnose anxiety, like psychotherapists, we can diagnose anxiety. And I've diagnosed you with, at this point, adjustment disorder with anxiety, which basically means that a life stressor caused you to experience anxiety. One of the things, the reason that I diagnosed you with that was when you presented at the time, you were dealing with a lot of stressors, right? Particularly your son.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things that we can explore is, how long have you experienced anxiety? Was it pre these stressors, or was it kind of since you've experienced the stressors? If it's more connected to the stressors, then it's probably adjustment disorder, which basically means life stressor happens. Now you have symptoms of anxiety.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think it is too. Yeah.
Which can go away.
Right.
But normally not until the stressor goes
away. It goes away, yeah. Because it's like I'm calm, but then, like I said, my thoughts be like, oh, what's coming? And then I'm starting to...
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, you guys. Happy Wednesday. I don't even think I picked y'all up all day yesterday. Yeah, I don't recall vlogging at all yesterday. But yesterday, oh yeah, I did, because I had my therapy session. And then I had an early day out of work yesterday because of my appointment. So Sean grilled me up some crabs, and we just kind of just chilled, and I relaxed. And when I tell y'all my body hurts, ooh, my body hurts so bad from that workout I did in the garage. I did the 2 workouts. I did one by myself, and then later on I worked out with Sean in the garage. My body is hurting. My legs feel like rubber bands. They are so sore. Even when I lay on them, it feels like I'm laying on bruises, okay? But y'all, let me put y'all on with like something that was so ironic during my appointment yesterday, because I know I let y'all hear a good little portion of it. And we were talking about how when things are going so good, like when everything is just aligning and going so good for you, and it's been kind of like a little stretch, you know. We had our little hiccup with Kaden or whatever, but aside from like Kaden, things have just been going very, very well. And right now things are going well with him too, but things were going just, everything is going good. And it just, instead of me enjoying the moment of everything going good, I get in my head and allow my thoughts to be focused on, okay, what's coming, what bad is coming, because things are going so good that something bad must be on its way. And that is horrible. I ain't gonna lie, like that is a horrible thing to do. It's like you're sabotaging your moment of what should be happiness, you know. And so we were talking about it, me and my therapist, and she had basically was telling me, you know, what to do to try to like get myself to stop doing that. And I ended up randomly pulling an affirmation card out my box, right? I was just kind of just shuffling them, not shuffling them, but just kind of doing like this while I was talking to her. And then I just pulled it out like this, took one and pulled one card out. Y'all, the card, I lied to y'all not, okay? I still have it here. It says, I release all negative thoughts of the past and all worries about the future. What fears are at the heart of my negative thoughts, and how can I redirect my energy to positive thinking? Like when I tell y'all that was on point, I was like, wow. Stuff like that, when that be happening, it be really making me be like, what's going on? You know, because it's just so ironic, like, and just on point. I don't know. But anyway, that's something that I have to honestly try to work on, because I feel like I'm self-sabotaging to an extent. It's like, girl, y'all been through so much. It's like you enjoy, you deserve this time of like peace, you know, and happiness and fulfillment, you know. And instead of me relaxing in this, I'm just constantly thinking about like, oh, I'm guarded, like I'm on edge, waiting for something, like, you know. I don't know. So that is my focus and what I'm gonna be working on, because that is not cool, okay? But anywho, happy Wednesday, whatever day this is y'all watching. I kind of not gave up on Veda, but I told y'all I wasn't really going to stress myself too much about Veda. You know, I feel like I'm uploading enough, to be honest. I feel like I'm still being consistent. I'm just not giving vlogs every day, but I'm uploading enough to keep content coming, you know. And then, like I said, y'all can always follow me on TikTok. I'm very active on TikTok as well. I really want to retwist my hair. I cannot for the life of me find what I did with those pins, and it's driving me insane, because I really want to twist my hair like it needs it. And I'm not even trying to do like a perfect little twist. I just need to twist it so it's not like this. It's driving me crazy. Oh boy. Anyway, I woke up this morning and I went to clock in. Well, I woke up, dropped Rain off to the school bus, made her lunch and everything, dropped her off to the school bus. I hit my neighbor and I was like, I don't really feel the best today, because I just, my body just hurts, and I'm like, I don't have it in me to do the walk, whatever. So I hit her up and told her I wasn't going to walk today. I wasn't really feeling the best, and honestly, I just wanted to come back in the house and just go to bed. Like, I just wanted to just go back to sleep. I can't tell y'all the last time I was able to just like sleep in right up until it's time for me to work. So I did that today with no regrets. I actually feel good that I did that. So I came back home, I made my coffee, and I got right back into bed, y'all. And then I woke up 10 minutes before it was time for me to clock in. I went to clock in, and my phone is off. And I'm like, how's my phone off? I completely forgot to pay my bill. And it's crazy because I did the same thing with my car insurance. My car insurance, I usually have on auto pay. And I hate auto pay. I can't stand auto pay because I never remember stuff. And I'm trying to like do my best with getting back into like writing down everything and the due dates and stuff. But if it's not like my mortgage, my credit card payments, and all of that comes out like that I know, I just completely forget about it. And I think what makes it even worse is I really don't drive my car that much, y'all. Y'all see, I filled up for the first time in 3 weeks, so I don't drive my car that much, and it's just not on my insurance. I don't know. It slipped my mind. It's the first time it happened. With my car insurance slipping my mind like that in a very long time. So I checked the mail yesterday and it said my insurance canceled. I was like, what? My insurance canceled? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, it said my insurance canceled on the 6th. So I was like, what? Why am I just getting notice now though? So I called them and I was like, hey, I got a notice that my insurance canceled, whatever. And thankfully, all I had to do was just pay my month premium and like $7 over, and it was reinstated. I don't know what the $7 was, but whatever. And so now I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to clock into work? Because I use my cell phone to clock into work. And thankfully, I have an app because at school we had to pair up with our colleagues or whatever and do like a project. We had to work with each other on this project before. So I had downloaded this app that assigns you kind of like a Google number, but it's not a Google number, just a different number. And because that's what the girl was using. So I was like, okay, well, she protected her number, let me protect mine. Because originally I was going to use my real number, but I was like, she ain't using her real number, so probably I need to get on that train. And so I remembered that I had that app because I haven't used it since me and the girl talked on it. And I was able to call because I'm connected to my Wi-Fi at home. So I was able to call my time clock number and clock in. So what the girl's getting ready to do now is organize her life. September is coming up. I need to get my bills in order, like organize everything I need to pay. I get paid tomorrow. I gotta get some stuff together. So I'm gonna pay my phone bill right now and get that back on because who got time to be without a phone? And these children are in school. And then I'm gonna plan out my bills for September and what I have left to pay for this month. And, just do adulting things. All the things that we don't like to do. Okay? So that's what I got going on. But yeah, we're clocking into work, getting ready to start this day. It should be a pretty chill day. It's been real chill at work, honestly, lately. I can't even complain. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Even the 2 days that I'm on the phones, I'm not even gonna complain. Get this day started. I need to buy another computer chair because this one is trash. So, yeah, I gotta get a good one. I really want to go get a pedicure, but I'm in the process of healing the green toenail. That sounds so disgusting. But it's actually a lot better, y'all. I should have did it before and after. But Sean was like, you don't gotta show everything on it. And I'm like, I get what you're saying. But that's not, like, private information. Like, that's not a green toenail. Like, come on. Let's be for real. But, y'all, that just, some people are just very, 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 very private. Like, extremely private. And Sean is private. When I tell y'all private, it's so crazy how we mesh because somebody as private as him, and I'm so open book. It's crazy. I know they say opposites attract, but in some things, I would think that it would be a non-negotiable. And I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't think that someone like him would want to be in a relationship with someone like me because I am such an open book. You know what I mean? Like, like I don't tell his business or nothing like that. But even if I say Sean's at work, blah blah blah, he don't even need people knowing he at work. Like that's how he is. Like whatever people assume he do or is doing, he leave it like that. He don't care. Like it's the craziest thing. Sean don't move, okay? And you won't know he moved out of state. Like he won't tell nobody he moved out of state. I remember when we were moving, I had to tell him. I had to be like, we're literally moving tomorrow. Did you let any of your people know? And he was like, no. I'm like, don't you think they may want to see your daughter? Like, come on now. Like, come on. That was crazy. So that's how he is. Like, you just find out however you find out, whenever you find out. That's how he is. But anyway, let me go ahead and get my day started. I'll pick you guys back up. I do not know what in the world we're going to do for dinner, but I do need to take something out because we did go grocery shopping at Sam's. I don't have no excuse. Oh, you know what? Well, we just kind of had that. We literally just had like salmon and rice. I don't know what to eat. I be having troubles. Like sometimes I really be going through over what to eat because I don't be knowing. What's up, you guys? I am getting ready to go into my team huddle real quick. Work is like really slow today. We do not have any audits to do, so I'm just kind of been not really sitting here because I did do some stuff, but I don't really feel as productive. But it beats being super busy, so I will not complain. I did order lunch. I'm not super proud of what I ordered, but it was good. Yeah, I'm not gonna drink no more of that. That's sweet. But Zaxby's has been promoting their lemon pepper chicken, so I was like, oh, I want to try it. So I tried it. I got like the 5-piece lemon pepper chicken meal. And what I like about Zaxby's is they don't give you a whole lot of fries and stuff. So like, I mean, it sounds crazy because some people would be like, I want more, but me, it's like the perfect amount to me. So I never really feel bad when I eat from there because I'm like, it's 5 little tiny wingettes and like a handful of crinkle fries. So yeah, I'm okay with that. So I had that for lunch, and then I got a peach tea, which is really good, but I'm just trying to let it sit so the ice can kind of melt because it's a little sweet. I'm sure I won't drink all of that though, and I just got through updating my presentation I have to do next week. I told y'all I'm on a new team at work, and we've all been kind of taking turns going around introducing ourselves, kind of giving people a peek into our lives or whatever. So we had to put together like a presentation. So I just got through finishing or updating mine because I already had one from my other team, but I had to update some things on there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the most part. Wait, I wonder if our huddle was canceled. Was it canceled though? It's 12:30. Oh yeah, it was canceled. I wonder. No, it wasn't canceled. Oh yeah, it was canceled. Okay. So yeah, y'all, that's pretty much it. I'm here editing the vlog, trying to get some content out to you guys. And I have been like, especially like since me being in therapy and but since, oh god, my heart just dropped. I was like, oh my god, I hear a buzz and I know it's not time for Ryan to come home. Since being in therapy and just being in school for psychology, I've been deep diving into the field that I'm going into, just like overall mental health. And I'm learning a lot in my schools and things like that, in my classes. And so I'm able to identify when I feel myself sinking and going into that sunken place. It's not depression. It's pretty much like PMS, basically. So like whenever I'm due to cycle, usually about that between that 8 and 10 day mark prior to me cycling, I feel myself becoming a little more agitated, just kind of going into those early like PMS symptoms, and today I literally felt myself going down, 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 and I'm just like, ugh. And so the feeling that I was having today is like hopelessness, like, I don't know, just feeling down, like feeling like something's wrong, but there's absolutely nothing wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Like everything is going good, like of course there's always areas of life that could be better, you know what I mean? But it's nothing that's worth harping over or giving energy to or anything like that. Like it's all just like, it's good, So I was just sitting here and I'm like, oh God, I just don't feel like myself. Like I don't feel good mentally. Like I don't like this sunken feeling. And then I looked at my calendar and I was like, oh yeah, you're due to cycle in 9 days. So that's what that's about. Very annoying. But that's another one of the things that I'm trying to really work on is, what are y'all doing? I'm just trying to work on acknowledging, how I feel, being real with myself about it, and not like making up excuses for it or brushing it under the rug, or you know what I mean. But not, because I used to just say like, I'm just PMSing, leave me alone, and I would just make it like it should be okay. Now granted, as women, we can't help that we PMS. It's literally our hormones. Like we can't do anything about our hormones genuinely making us feel away, right? But I can be more intentional and make an earnest effort to try my best not to let it affect me or those around me. And so that's where I'm at with it. I'm just like, okay, granted, yes, you are PMSing or you're going through the symptoms of what will be full-blown PMS in like the next week or so. But since you can acknowledge that, what can you do about it to, one, make myself feel better, and then two, not allow it to take control of me, not allow it to sink me further in, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that I'm really trying to work on with my mental when it comes to my hormones and stuff. So one of the things that I have is I try to distract myself and do something else. So it's either journaling, reading, sometimes I just listen to music where I know the song, the words of the song, and I can sing along just to kind of take my mind off of things. Like I told you guys, I got a coloring book, so I'll color. I will edit. That definitely helps a lot because it takes me away from this reality for a little while, and I'm just putting myself back into those moments that I'm editing. I'll pick up the phone sometimes and I'll call like one of my sugar sisters or one of my friends and just have a conversation with them. Sometimes Sean and I will just vent to each other, but then that can turn into like a whole debacle because he has his stressors that he has going on, and then I have mine, and sometimes they just are complete opposite of each other. And so it's all, at the end of the day, we're going to always vent to each other and be there for each other. But sometimes you just need that person who can understand what you're going through. And I can't always understand what he's going through and vice versa. Because obviously he's not a woman. He don't know what PMS feels like or none of that. So, but yeah, I just wanted to just talk y'all through that because that's just what's going on with me right now. But I'm just trying my best to, do better, be better, and practice what I'm going into. Like, this is what my field will be. This is my field, So I'm just, when I have my therapy sessions with my therapist, I kind of just listen to the questions that she asked me, how she asked them, things that she recommends, just to kind of get a flow of how the sessions go, because ultimately at the end of the day, I'll be doing what she's doing at some point. And even when I do become a therapist, I'm still going to have a therapist. Like, coaches should have coaches, therapists should have therapists, teachers should have teachers, so on and so forth. So, anywho, that is it, y'all. Yeah, I think while it's kind of quiet here at work, well, one, for starters, I'm about to take my break. But while it's quiet at work, I think I'm going to record some voiceovers. I'll probably record a voiceover for tomorrow, Mental Health Thursday, and get that out the way. And then, because my plan is, or my goal rather, is to start like batch recording my content so I can have everything recorded, edited, uploaded, and scheduled. So that way I don't have to worry about having content in real time, because some days I don't feel like it. I don't feel like editing. I don't feel like recording. You know what I mean? But I still want the content to come out. So that's what's going on. So, but let me go ahead and get back to this day. Time is dragging. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I hope it picks up a little bit, but in the meantime, I'm about to go ahead and catch a little 15-minute break.